All right, what is up, you guys? Hope everyone is doing well. I did not take any trades today, but going to be going over the price action. Today was a perfect example of a particular concept that I want to talk about. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, that concept and the main thing that I want to talk about today is daily bias, and then to follow up with that, just like conditions. But today, compared to other days, was a very difficult daily bias. Normally, going onto the charts, I can easily tell you what the drawn liquidity is probably going to be. And that's based on, if we're bullish, are we respecting bullish PDRAs, disrespecting bearish PDRAs? Do we have low resistance liquidity? Where is the obvious place the price could go with high probability? And today, looking at the pre-market chart, in all honesty, I could not really tell you what direction we were going to go. So, I always start my daily bias with seeing what we're doing on the 4-hour time frame. And we respected this daily fair value gap here perfectly on ES, which was the draw I had marked out on NQ from yesterday, if you watch that trade recap. But we came down, we took this during London, and it looks like we're actually re-sweeping it right now. But we had this, so we took this perfectly. If I want to be bullish, I'd ideally like to see us come up and inverse the 4-hour fair value gap that we have here on both pairs, come up to the discounted 4-hour fair value gap to either sell off after that or go higher. We had 8:30 news today, though, and that put an SMT in at this 4-hour fair value gap. So we also had a discounted 15-minute internal low as well as London lows below. So, I was honestly looking to play either side today, but it was just not really clear where we wanted to go with price. So, we also had 9:45 news, so I was willing to see what 10 a.m. would provide after that 9:45 news. But yeah, just very, very tricky of a bias today. So, I'll walk through what my thought process was. So after we open here, we had this manipulation. This candle moves really fast. So we open, we have, I think we didn't have the SMT yet, but we took out these equal lows here on the 15-minute on ES. But the draw did look lower on ES, just overall to this hourly internal low. So, there was no entry in this long here. This is a not 9:30 candle. There's 9:45 news, as I said. So, I wouldn't even think about taking this. I was open to taking a short if we reswept the internal high that we had the SMT at the 4-hour. But, we just inversed this for value gap here and came lower. So, when we're sitting inside a range, we have this is technically a high time frame or internal high. We also have the 9:30 low, which is a pretty high conviction draw on liquidity. I'm just not taking anything inside this range. We're just bouncing off of we have a 3-minute fair value gap here. We're bouncing off of, and then we also have this hourly fair value gap here. So I just didn't really want to touch anything. Post 9:30 here, and then 9:45 news came in. That was right there. And then we came down, took out the 9:30 low. A really good displacement off this candle. The entry here, probably trade of the day, was this 2-minute. The sweep of high time frame key PDRA. We have an SMT at this hourly internal low / hourly fair value gap. And the 2-minute fair value gap is the highest time frame inversion in the leg. So that's our entry. And then you go break even at the internal high here. High resting inside of a fair value gap. TP at the obvious drawn liquidity. And I put a limit order at the 2-minute after this candle closed. Stop can go below the 1-minute breaker block here. You could also throw it the swing low, but this candle moved with so much momentum. I don't think you would need to put your stop that low. But if I entered off of this candle close, I can't even get a 1-to-1. So I didn't enter this. I threw it at the 2-minute fair value gap for the limit order, and then price just came up. it took TP in like 2 minutes. So I guess if you entered here and you threw it at the bottom of the, the Drake candle that we have here, I guess that could have worked. But this was literally the only trade that I saw. There's also this, there's like a 30-second, I believe, after the data lows. This looks pretty good. Entry here. I mean, what was this, like a little bit more than 1-to-1? Like, that looks solid, but like after this, I was just like, all right, we're probably just gonna chop here. That's exactly what happened. I mean, we came up, reswept this. I actually didn't even like see how the rest of this played out, because Top Step was also down, so that was another reason for me to just step off. Oh wait, there's also the 5-minute continuation. So yeah, it looks like we reswept this. We held this SMT. And then if I'm going to be bearish, I want to see an inversion of the highest time frame in the leg. So I think that was like this, was it 4-minute? 3-minute? 3-minute. So this fair value gap here. And then there was a 5-minute continuation model here. And I actually like drew this out while I was taking my dogs out. You could go limit order the 3-minute here, because it's the highest time frame in your leg, and then you target the hourly. But like even this just is like not good of a trade, not that good of a trade, because we have an SMT at this low. So like you're targeting SMT low, and I guess we also, I don't think we took London yet on ES, but like just not good setups today. Pretty difficult price action. Did it take anything and you won, then that's good stuff. But yeah, just nothing I really like today. So we'll see what we do the rest of the day. If we can actually, like generate some liquidity or, get some clear order flow the rest of the day going into tomorrow. But yeah, pretty just textbook no trade day. Very unclear bias. Not really sure where price was going to move, so just like, being reactionary, not forcing anything that isn't A+ or super obvious. And yeah, that was our right move today. So fortunate for Top Step to be down, but I mean, when I saw it was down, I was like, all right, I mean, that's fine. Doesn't really change anything. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Big takeaway is if the bias is unclear and there's not like an obvious target that you really have high conviction in, like data high, data low, low resistance liquidity, previous day high, previous day low, new week opening gap, something that you just have high conviction in, price is probably going to chop, especially if we have SMTs at both sides. When I'm looking for a setup, I want to see that the high time frame price action is aligning with the low time frame price action in order to, feel confident, have a lot of conviction about where the price is going to go. But if the higher time frame, the lower time frame are not correlated, or ES and NQ aren't correlated, and I just see that we're bouncing between PD arrays, it's probably an indication that it should be a no trade day or size lower. So that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys gained something from this video. When to step away and not trade, because I mean, at least on my edge, maintaining an 80% win rate, I'm taking maybe 1 to 2 trades, 2 to 3 trades max a week. There's going to be a lot of no trade days. Conditions have to be good, but that's what my edge is. So that's going to be all for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.